Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? This is King G with King Gaming Channel, coming to you today on a early stream from my usual Saturday. Still doing the Saturday stream though. Today we're going to be talking about the state of gaming. I got a few things I want to talk about. We'll run through them as I get to them. There's a lot of things that me being a gamer for all the years that I've been a gamer, I feel should be brought up and more heavily talked about, and a lot of them are heavily talked about subjects. But I would like to give my take and also get some feedback from you guys if I can. So we're going to include a little gameplay in the middle here. We got Queen G with us. She's playing. Say hi, Queen. You are very loud. So you don't have to talk as loud. Nobody hear you. So we're going to play a little Modern Warfare. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, and I may have to mute some of these people going into the game. I don't know if they're going to want to partake. Most people would probably listen or want to talk shit the whole time. I don't know if I want to listen to that. But maybe we'll actually load it. There we go. Connecting to a game. So if these people don't want to hear what I have to talk about, then they can mute me. It's their prerogative. Well, you guys can join in. You want to join in talking to us today about the state of gaming, guys? No? Yeah, maybe. We can hear you. Loud and clear, sir. Alright. What did I say? Make it what? Okay. So I'm probably just going to end up having to mute everybody. But it'll be okay. Let's see if I can mute all of you but you. First thing really want to talk about today. We'll see what map are we on here. Departures, fun. Alright. Is the remakes that we are forced to play repeatedly. I remember specifically years ago watching, I don't know if it was YouTube or, excuse me, just Google News feed or whatnot. But it was, you know, people were talking about everybody making these remakes. So they made a few of the remakes. I don't remember what the early days were. I should have done a little looking into it before I come to this. But anyway, I don't. One of their excuses for not making remakes to all these games is we make the remakes and nobody wants to play them. So they make these couple remakes, they flopped, and then now that's all we get. And again, this is probably 6, 7, maybe 8, 10 tops years ago. That was a little weird, but now all we get is remakes. It's one after the other. I mean, how many Spider-Mans do we have to play on PlayStation? You know, before they'll make us some new comment. I would like original stuff to play. I've been playing these games for a very long time, and I understand that's not the problem of the developers and such, but there's still people out here who want new games to play, who are tired of playing the same old stuff. And I think there's a lot of people out there that feel the same way. I know there's a lot of you out there who love the Spider-Mans, and Spider-Man's great. It's not my kind of thing. It's the swinging, kicking, punching thing, just not my type of fun, I guess you could say, depending on the game. Now, Pal World is a prime example of doing something new with something old. In my opinion, they took Pal World and they said, hey, let's make a game that's not only Pokemon, but let's put some, you know, it's not Battle Royale, but let's put some stuff in there that's like, you know, a mix between Minecraft. So you got the building element. You also have survival element going on there, which is a big thing these days. A lot of people are into survival games. I played 7 Days to Die for a little bit. It's not really my thing. But let me know what you guys. Well, let me know what you guys think. Again, I don't think there's actually a comment thing here, so I don't know if that. I tried to do this on YouTube, so you guys could give some feedback, and then maybe we could see what everybody thought and go off of that. But maybe not. The next thing too is I feel maybe responsible for some of the remakes because they know they can squeeze money out of us with microtransactions. Microtransactions have become the norm. And I think that that's why, one, the game that I'm playing right now, Call of Duty, they just, oh, I'm getting finish move, guys. Here you go. There you go. Live stream finish move. That's fun, right? Real fun. I lost my train of thought. Work with me here, guys. What was I saying, Queen? Oh, microtransactions. There we go. Because, so, you know, they come out with these games and a lot of it, this is year after year becoming the same Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty was great in my opinion back in the OG Modern Warfare 2 days. That's about the time I think I got started on the first Modern Warfare, but didn't actually really get into Modern Warfare like that until probably Modern Warfare 2, the first Modern Warfare 2. And then once I got into that, I mean, it carried on. I don't really remember Modern Warfare 3. There was a point of games in my life where I couldn't really afford to play games. If I did have something to play on, I didn't have the internet. You know, so I've come a long way from where I started as far as gaming alone. But the microtransactions and pre-ordering, I feel, we'll get into that later. Maybe we can touch on it's about the same subject. But microtransactions, they don't care what quality game they put out anymore. It doesn't matter to them. They don't care if you like the game. Anybody who's looked into Modern Warfare enough to knows that they have a business model that they follow that for them is pretty much fail-safe. They, you know, skill-based matchmaking, which most people don't like, if not everyone doesn't like. That's the way they've chose to go. It's terrible. Anyone who knows what that is knows that it's terrible. But they, again, don't care because they can just keep making the same game. And what they do, anybody who doesn't know, what they do is they take this game, now with the skill-based matchmaking, so you'll do great for some rounds. So then, you know, within that certain play field or number of games that they're watching, that is essentially your algorithm, and that's what they use to future matchmaking. So you get some great games in there, and then you get put in there after you've been playing casually and doing pretty well with a bunch of tryhards, and that's what you're stuck playing with. And again, we're back to microtransactions because they keep coming up with shit. They've obviously been recycling the same maps to us for. When did this come out, Queen? October? Was it, so there's one at the top of the staircase up here. There you go. Good shot. But they'll sell you skins. They're slowly turning this into Fortnite, which I understand that's a huge following, huge fan base. You know, so it makes sense that they would want to do that. But that's not why people who play Call of Duty, and me playing Call of Duty as long as I have, keep playing Call of Duty, is because you turn it into something that I don't play. So if they were to cater to that, and I think they don't care. It seemed like Vanguard was probably the turn of them not caring. They realized you can't make everybody happy, which is fine. And then it was part of the Call of Duty cycle, as they call it. You know, they come out with a few that you love, and then come out with ones you hate. And it's just you get with whatever you get. Some micros I'm tired of. You know, these used to be map packs back in the day. We played Call of Duty as it was. We got map packs. You probably paid $10-20 for 3-4 maps, if I remember right. Which is fine. I'd rather pay for that than $70 for the same damn game that I've been playing for however many years. 20 years, yeah. I mean, I don't come here for the skins. I come here for the game. This will be good to have on there. So moving on. Oh, got another one before I hop down from here. What All right, I had to take notes on it because I know I wasn't able to think about it. So down to pre-ordering games. The pre-ordering is more of a, if you ask me at this point, a marketing gimmick than anything else. COVID kind of killed off the going off good game, guys. COVID kind of killed off going and waiting at the old GameStop for midnight launch, to get the game and everything coming out. I think the turn of that, in my opinion, back in the day was Battlefield 4. I remember waiting in line for Battlefield 4 to come home and find that you couldn't even log into the fucking server to play the game. This went on for days, if not weeks. And in my opinion, that's what pre-ordering, that's what it encouraged. It encouraged pre-ordering. So we're getting back to the broken game thing to end up all in all. Where you pre-order these games, they already got their money. They know how much money they're going to get, bare minimum. They already have their statistics, and their analytics and everything that they're going to run, or that they've ran to take a guess at what these games are going to make. So, Queen, can you still hear me? No, it mutes her too. Okay. Queen, how about now? Queen? Okay, there we go. I muted everybody but you. So, the pre-ordering games, again, going back to Battlefield 4, sorry. I'm new to this, so just work with me. It'll get better, I promise. You pre-ordered the game, so they already know how much money they're going to make. They have no reason to really beyond that point, if they know that they've met their quota or whatever the fuck it is they go by, of how many games that they need to sell to make it worth it. Then, and at this point, especially back to microtransactions, I would imagine is even less of a concern. Because if we're going to make shitloads of money off micros, who gives a fuck if the game's broken? They'll stick around, they'll wait for it to get fixed, especially for Call of Duty. They know we're going to come back and we're going to start playing the game. I remember back in the day playing, most of you won't know this, SOCOM, this wasn't a thing. Oh, Call of Duty, this wasn't a thing. The seasons encourage this, microtransactions, pre-ordering encourage the release of broken games. But that's something else that is kind of ruining video games. And I understand Queen up top in the little walkway. I understand that times are going to change. Are changing. Have changed. Very much so. And I just don't think that right now the changes that are going on are in our best interest. I think it's all about the bottom dollar. I think there's a lot of kids out there that they want to just play Fortnite. And they want you to just feed them skins because the game is developed to them what that game is going to be. It's as fun as it's going to be to a certain extent. And in order for them to carry on to that fun, they need the skins. They need the extra little cosmetic things that we don't typically care about as the older generation of gamers. I heard that. That was behind my ear. Hold on, I thought I saw somebody. Oh, okay. So again, I just want something new. I just want something new to play. I want something that they're not only coming out with it, because they hope that it'll sell. I still think Palworld, even though it's lost a bunch of players, I still feel like it has a lot of promise. They'll continue to prove it. I would assume they made enough money in the early time. Let's go ahead and nix that guy and that guy. I would assume they made enough money where they're going to put it towards improvements and stuff because they didn't think this game was going to be like that. You can't expect a company that's been caught with their pants down to just turn around and start kicking content out like it's nothing. Okay, so this is not something that I've really thought about until now, but gaming. Plus. He ruined it. He ruined my train of thought on my side subject. Oh, okay. So it's the potential of the consoles. The potential of the consoles. You come out and you're saying that these consoles, Queen is right down there. You say that these consoles, you're advertising 8K on the box, which most people don't have 8K sets anyway, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. But you advertise that people can watch things or such at 8K, and we can't really even game at 4K constant native at all, 4K 60 frames per second. I would imagine there's some games out there where you can. This isn't one of them. This guy. I mean, but the games look amazing. There's a lot of games, but I feel like they've gotten away from paying attention to utilizing everything in the PlayStation. Now, PlayStation did this with the PlayStation 4. They come out with, the touchpad, which they stuck with the touchpad, which is fine. But you keep sticking with these things that take up a lot of real estate on a controller. And, there he is up there. That don't really do anything. We don't use the touchpad for much. I mean, I'm using it to pull up my... he's laying down over there to the right when you come up the escalators. You don't do anything with touchpad. I pull up the score pad on this, and I couldn't tell you what the hell else I'll do with it on any other game, which is fine. Again, it's a neat little feature. I get it. You guys had good thoughts, but use it. Use the stuff that you've given us. You made me look away and I get killed by some dude laying down. Check out my notes again here. Ew. I had broken releases written down, but that kind of just ties into the which I had touched on with the micros and the pre-ordering, and that's just what you get when you pre-order games. They're gonna be broken because they don't care. They'll fix it later. You're gonna play it anyway. You'll wait for it. You'll complain about it, and then they made their money. I'm laying down to the right at the bottom of the escalator. Whoa, where'd he go? Oh, I heard him. So I guess the last thing that I'll talk about is going to be Xbox and them bringing over the 4 games that they're speaking of. Now, if you pay attention in that podcast or whatnot, whatever you want to call it, then Phil Spencer at one point says that they want it to be, the most, what was, I don't want to misquote or misinterpret, that they want it to be, the most technical, experience, or whatever the hell he said, that's what they want it to be. Well, technically advanced, I think was what he had said. He did not say technologically advanced, or something to do with the size. Basically saying it was, the best. But I think he was saying, and people need to take this with what exactly he says. If you notice, the words investing and growth were huge. Those are words for investors. That's not words for the people, you guys possibly, and myself, who play Xbox. Those words aren't for the consumer. Those are for stockbrokers or investors. That's hence the word growth and investment. So they don't care. So they've said that they're going to bring us 4 games. They said this is not going to be Indiana Jones, which I know a lot of people that play PlayStation, and that's what they would want, is Indiana Jones. It looks intriguing to me. Not something that I've ever really played before. I wasn't a big fan of the Uncharted series, but I also wasn't a fan of Resident Evil and Tomb Raider. But man, I have the worst. I have ADHD, by the way, so it's hard to think. Okay, so there are 4 games they're bringing over. So it's not that, and it's not going to be Starfield. Big fucking disappointment Why would you bring Starfield over here? Anyway, the fact to me that they're not going to bring those two games shows that they want to bring something that they know everyone's going to be interested in playing to the whole platform. Because they say they want it to be played everywhere. However, they're already on PC Game Pass. They're not on Nintendo. They're in works on Nintendo. But they're not. They've got some Nintendo releases. But they're talking about PlayStation, obviously. So they're going to bring games to PlayStation that they feel are going to attract people, that are going to make PlayStation people want to pay for their service from Microsoft. Never once did they say anything about making a console for next generation. They said they wanted that to be everywhere to their own people. They wanted it on all screens. So again, you have to really look, because you can think about it from a fan perspective, or you can think about it from a technical perspective, and how he is actually, what he's actually saying. And I believe, this is my guess, what's going to happen is they are going to bring the 4 games that they choose to PlayStation as a test market to see how the games would sell on PlayStation's platform. And then, if that goes well, then we're going to see Xbox on everything. It seems to me like these are precursors to going third party. And they're going to go the way of Sega and Atari. They're being outsold 3-1. And, people would like to key on, and I'm sure it's people that want them to fail, that they mentioned PlayStation's ending its life cycle. Well, they peaked sales, so that's pretty much, I think they made the same mistake with something else. They called it, it was the graphics cards for PC. They said that it's, reached end of life, but it's more so end of sales. They'll still support the console until it is actual end of life. This being Xbox, not PlayStation. PlayStation is not end of life. There won't not be a PS6. I do feel like the technical advancements that are going to be made at this point are so small. Like maybe the PS5 Pro is probably the best you're going to get out of something for a while. I think there's a guy right here on the back side of this building. I can't tell. So yeah, it's only so great that we can do. Our eyes can even see so good. So at some point, it's going to have to change. I feel like the focus shouldn't be necessarily go ahead and maximize what you can with the consoles and their performance. Again, getting off track, back to what I can call a test market. And they bring these games over here. That's all there will be is they're talking about games as a service. I mean, everything, if you key to it, it steers towards online subscription-based gaming. And if we don't learn exactly what these people are telling us when we're doing this, because Phil Spencer made some comment about games, how I should have watched this whole damn thing again, but he made some almost outrageous comment like video games are new, or the market is new, and the market is not new. The market is not just blooming or growing. The video game market's been around and has been doing great. They haven't kept making video game consoles since Atari because video games have been struggling. What it is people are just now gaining interest in video games, hence Disney buying into Fortnite, which I am really interested in seeing how that plays out. But Disney, I don't know. I tried that little race kart, go-kart game they had. That's not really for me. But they're steering towards games as a service. They're steering towards cloud gaming. They've been saying cloud gaming. If anyone who is an Xbox fan and you think that it's the best thing ever and just don't like to play everything because you're a gamer, I don't know, then if we don't learn how to take control and let them know what we want, we're going to be stuck with broken releases of games. We're going to be stuck with spending microtransactions and having what is it now? 2 battle passes for one game? Like, can you scream cash grab anymore? Now, and again, so if we don't learn to let them know what we want as gamers and what we're not going to take as gamers, then we're going to get stuck with whatever they throw our way, because they feel like they control the market, not us. We are the purchasers. We control the market. We are the game players. We control the market. So stop. If you encourage remakes, I mean, just one. Come on, man, just one. I can only play the same game so many times in a row. At some point, it's just like buying Madden every year. They just change the physics up a little bit, and it's the same game. So, micros, stop doing that, and I'm going to do this for you guys on here before I stop talking. Love that. Love it. And then the guy got me from the back. That's fine. I just feel like we all really need to, and it can't be an Xbox versus Microsoft, PC versus anybody. Like, I'm playing on PC. I own an Xbox and a couple of PlayStations. Everybody in my house games. I mean, this is what we do. You know, we want something that we can all sit there. I mean, I like party animals. They don't like party animals. The controls are a little bit wonky for them. I understand that. But give us something we can play as friends, family. Give us something that encourages the communication and gameplay. Not more indie games, and nothing against you guys who make the indie games. That's great. What you do is awesome. I wish I knew how to do it. I mean, I'm trying to learn some new things at the age that I'm at. You know, it gets for a while. So, but I don't think that's going to be something I learned to do. But more power to you guys. But I'm sorry, Game Pass is littered with these games that are roughly 2D Mario platformers. I quit playing that a long time ago, man. This is why I still play this game, is because I get that interaction with people. I get to work out a team strategy with people. I'm not doing it now because I'm doing the stream and whatnot, but this is what gaming is to me. I've played online video games since PlayStation 2, which I actually have a story to go with. My past wasn't always just glitter and gold, guys. I'm a good guy, but I've done some bad stuff. But so there's a story with how I ended up playing PlayStation 2 against SOCOM, which I'd mentioned earlier, online. And that was a eye-opening experience for me playing video games, because I'd come from Microsoft Flight Simulator on a PC that my parents built. Oh God, it was an Acer back in like 94, probably 94 to 96, somewhere in there. It did nothing, but it was meant for Microsoft Word probably. But I played Microsoft Flight Simulator on, and it was fun. I really enjoyed it. But then I got SOCOM and PlayStation Online, and that was the start of it all. I love this. I can play a single player game. Maybe the only game that I ever played all the way through, definitely the one I remember playing all the way through, was Fallout 4. It was super fun. Really got into it. Really enjoyed the story. I got into choosing which, faction I wanted to be in and all that mess. Thoroughly enjoyed that, but I'm a multiplayer gamer at heart. Queen, she'd play, I think little things back in the day, but nothing like she does now. She learned to play with dual thumbsticks from yours truly here, and but she likes the interaction with the people too. That's what she wants to play. And I mean, party animals kid friendly. My kid wants to play again. He doesn't like the controls. But come up with something new. Come up with something ingenious, and not fucking Uno, not Monopoly. I don't want to play that shit. Like, if I wanted to play a board game, I'm gonna go play a board game. I'm old school. There's still a lot of us out here who are OG gamers who want new shit. Not remakes of the stuff we were playing forever ago. You give these kids, 1 or 2. That's it. Like 4 or 5 games is just outrageous. Come out with something we want to play. Nobody will ever hear this, but you guys leave a follow if you want to, because what would you say? Pitched this to Queen about doing like a let's talk type thing. I probably should have said this at the beginning, but if you've made it this far, that's awesome. I really appreciate it. But if you'd like to see more stuff like this, I'll tell you guys like some crazy life stories and shit. I got some crazy ass life stories. If you want to hear them, and they're all true, and like God's honest truth. So if you'd like for me to do more let's talks with some life stories of my own, about gaming, some completely non-related gaming stuff. I got some good ones. You guys leave me a follow. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get the streaming thing going. It's really more about it's more about having fun for me than it is trying to make any kind of money from this. I'm just trying to bring you guys some quality content. I paid for my rig myself, so I could bring this to you guys. So maybe I could get reached. I was told that I should do a lot of things with my voice, but I love gaming. And look at that. I still went positive, even while streaming. It's amazing. I was at the top of the list. This is why you guys need to watch. You can watch this stuff. I mean, I just been streaming here, casually talking to you guys, and this is what I want us to enjoy. I wish that you guys were here right now, live in the chat, for me to be able to talk to, like this guy coughing on the microphone. Hit it again. Stream is 420 friendly, by the way. So this went 23 and 19 on the last one while streaming and talking the entire fucking time. And don't worry, I won't make you guys listen to it. I've been muting the lobby. So that's really about all I wanted to do with the talking portion of this. The rest of it is going to be just me playing the game. This is kind of a random thing. I was trying to do this on YouTube. I thought I had that figured out. Twitch is the only thing that I've streamed on right here so far. I'm trying to get to, I know some of you guys probably don't watch YouTube or Twitch. This isn't your primary place to watch content. So I'd like to make some YouTube content to you guys. I'm also this will be carried over to going up into our spawn from Left Side Queen. He might have gone upstairs. We will. Queen, she usually does my video stuff and for the platforms and whatnot. So we will take this and carry it over to YouTube. So you guys will be able to leave some comments. Leave me a comment and follow if you'd like for me to do my life story things there for you. I got some good ones again. Plenty more gameplay. Yeah, leave me some comments of like what you guys would like to hear me talk about, or just leave your opinions, and you guys can show up for a stream and we'll carry on with what you guys want to talk about. I mean, because again, we are the gamers. We need to be heard. We run this industry, not them. Like, they may make the content, but we buy it. Without us, there is no them. And they know that. And it's time for us to take gaming back and get what we want and not whatever they decide to throw us. That makes me think about digital. I won't talk about digital downloads now. So I'm going to try to get in here to communicate with the rest of the guys in this lobby here. But digital downloads, let me know if you guys would like to talk about that, because that's another place where if we don't find a way to stop it, they're taking physical media from us. It's being done. They've said that that's the way it's going to go. So let me know if you'd like to have a conversation about that. We can talk about that. All right, so let me unmute these guys here. I don't even know. All right. This is not the map to try to damn stream and talk on for sure. Ooh. Do what? You can't hear me talking? Nah. Bro. Like, fuck you, dude. Ah. The fan's turning. Oh. Yeah, it's middle, the two half walls. Oh, there's one in salvage at least. One middle, two salvage. I'll try to catch one running right. I saw you. Go ahead and step on out. Don't be shy. There you go. Oh, they got a turret up in salvage. One up top staircase, peeking down our spawn. These motherfuckers would listen. Ass clown. Alright, let's go. Oh, look at this dude trying to sit here and creep on the damn truck in the salvage yard. Ooh. Ooh. Your boy tearing him up on the stream. Nom 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 nom. He's camping up top of the damn staircase again, this little bitch. Ah. Nope, we're gonna try to creep up on him. This little bitch. Suck it, Reindeer Games. Nice, whoever dropped that on him. Ah, that little fuck. Ah, alright. I'm gonna blast that motherfucking turret. Oh. Fuck. Alright. That turret. Turret gotta go. Fuck that turret. Got a scrub a dub dub.